just want you to imagine if everything you had was suddenly taken away from you. Your house, your car, perhaps some of your family, your bank account, your job, your career, just gone. So some of our Afghan refugees, our friends, have endured and are still living with. This is Roger from MSC Mission Office, and this is Mission Alive. On Saturday, the parish out at Campbelltown, where Sean lives, organised a day for Afghan families that are still in the area, and quite a few of them. And they had games for the kids, presents for the kids. They put out a lot of clothes and other things that people could take if they needed it. So there was families there, and there was food, of course, and they really liked KFC. Free advertisement. So I went out there, and it was a really nice day. It was a family day. But talking particularly to a couple of the men who spoke fairly good English, they had lost everything they'd had. One man had been working a career for 20, 30 years, gone. His bank account, his car, his house, everything. They were struggling to get a visa, and then at the last minute there was somebody rang and said, read your text message. I said, can't be bothered reading my text message, it's been going on for too long. A bit later his friend said, read your text message. So he did, and said, get to the airport ASAP. So he did with his family, and they got out, but only with what they had, virtually what they stood up in. So that's a bit of news. That was an interesting day and a good day. Some other news. Sister Rita in the Sudan, drilling has started on one of her first well that we have funded. We funded 4. You funded 4. So drilling has started on that. Father Sam in Milne Bay in Papua New Guinea, Eastern Papua, at Missima, a bit of a long story. We funded some tanks for him, for the school and for the parish, and he bought them in Alatau along with the guttering and the downpipes and all the other bits and pieces that he needed, and he could not get anybody to take them out there. And he approached the local member of parliament, and he said he would, long time ago. So Sam is a very persistent man. So he kept after him and after him and after him, and at one stage I looked up the member, I found his email address, and I sent him a letter. Could you please help Father Sam? If you do, his people will be very happy. So the news is the barge is on the way. So I said to Sam, I hope you get them installed and they get filled with water in this wet season before Christmas. Again, to mention, we have regularly now in the Catholic Weekly here in Sydney a column on our works with a bit of a message and also asking for donations. And we have each column taken one particular project. One was Sister Rita, one is Father Richie in the Philippines for his Centre for the Poor, and we're running a major campaign for him on that so as we can fund him over a number of years and perhaps be giving ongoing funding for all his works there, which are very varied, and I've spoken before about him. India. In India they were given a piece of land and a building at a place called Coimkombe, and the donor wanted it to be something for old people and disadvantaged old people. So they accepted that. They've got a small community living there. Except now to have that, the government says you've got to have road access. So they've been trying to get an extra bit of land for the road access, but the guy who gave the land, he said, I've given you that land, I'm not giving you any more. If you want that extra land for the road, you have to pay for it, and that's rather expensive. So that's a bit of an ongoing difficulty for them. So what they've decided now as a community, instead of it having a centre, they just have a day centre for the disadvantaged old, where they can come in, get something to eat, have a place to stay, maybe teach them some new skills or help them to do things. So that's a bit of a compromise, but that's what they decided to do now. That's what they'll go ahead with. Just the last thing, this weekend, last weekend on the Sunday, we were supposed to have a day here, a mass and a gathering for the Aboriginal Catholic Ministry, which is based in La Perouse, and we'll all go ahead with it. Then at the last minute, our Director for Health here in the House said, I would prefer not to, so we had to cancel it, and I was very, very sorry to have to do that. It was going to be a really nice day, and they were looking forward to it. So that's 3 years now we haven't had it, so we look forward and hopefully we can have it in the future. Thank you for being on mission with us.